What's the worst candy ever? Seeing a lot of normal candies being listed that people may or may not like. The correct answer is salmiak licorice. It's black Nordic licorice, coated in ammonium chloride usually used in fertilizers. It tastes insanely salty, metallic, and a bit like a cleaning agent. It's revolting and traumatizing, like sucking a penny out of an exhaust pipe. And I'm sure someone is going to comment, "Hey, I'm from Finland and I love this stuff." That's great. I'm glad you're happy. You're also wrong. I can't say it's the worst candy in the world because there are some other good contenders on here, but I think it's disgusting and I haven't seen it mentioned yet. Cadbury cream eggs. The chocolate is bad and too sweet, the filling is runny. Why would we want candy to remind us in any way of the contents of a raw egg? And syrupy sweet. Ugh! I tried it once. One bite was enough. But I like Necco wafers and bottle caps. So maybe I'm nuts, woman shrugging. It's 1984. You are 10. There's a crystal dish with multi-pastel mints in it. They look like small pieces of chalk. They also taste like chalk. The other option is more candy in another uncovered crystal dish. They are circus want to die. You hear your grandmother say from across the room, "Don't spoil your dinner with the candy." Candy raisins. I can't say the flavor was bad, because I don't remember any flavor. Straight to the garbage in our house. My husband says they're the best memory of his childhood. A bag full for a penny. I can only assume the quantity won over the quality. Then again, it's only opinion. Anything with coconut in it, especially those chocolates in boxes that don't identify what they're filled with, so you think it's going to be caramel or chocolate cream or something, and then boom, you've got a mouthful of tropical sawdust. Palmer's chocolate. It's not really chocolate and it tastes like some kind of poison. Someone at work bought a bunch of it for the break room during Halloween last year and I ate a piece, and as soon as it hit my tongue, I knew. Necco wafers, no doubt. Especially the brown ones. Runner-up bubblegum that came with baseball cards. So dried out it shattered. Most disappointing Smarties. It's like they tried to be like Sweethearts, but failed miserably. Tootsie Rolls. I used to keep a bag of them to hand out to scary older kids who came trick-or-treating to my house. Young kids got Reese's PB Cups. Scary teens got their fillings pulled out by black tar in a wrapper. Black licorice is the worst flavor. But I have to say, who in the world thought that everlasting gobstoppers or jawbreakers were a good idea? You might as well just suck on a marble and see what happens. Black licorice is my number one, but since I've seen it mentioned a lot and I've yet to see this one cinnamon flavored anything. Big Red, hot tamales, fireballs, you name it, fuck absolutely all of it. Atomic fireballs, or anything with that awful spicy cinnamon flavor. Jelly Belly likes to sneak jelly beans with that flavor into their mixes and it makes eating them feel like playing Russian roulette. I'm gonna get obliterated for saying this, but Twizzlers. I hate the texture and the plastic in a strawberry flavor. I've tried them throughout my life thinking one day they'll just click, but nah. Candy corn is repugnant. Peeps are awful. I hate chocolate covered cherries. Butterfingers suck. Not a big fan of Heath bars. Twix is not good. My favorite is probably Milky Way. It's a tie between these. Mellow Cereal Pumpkin, can't believe I used to like them. Candy corn. Black licorice. Dots, also can't believe I used to actually like them. Woozy face. Those strawberry candies at your grandparents' house that you've never seen in the store but they somehow just exist in some glass container at someone's 60 or older's house. Juicy fruit gum and those tiny pink bubblegum pieces that were individually wrapped that were in Halloween baskets. Both lose flavor almost immediately. What is the point, nerds? I'm sorry, they're just way too sugary for me. That, and I hate how small they are and how you gotta cronk on them. I always give them away whenever I get one. My dad always loved Necco wafers. For his 80th birthday I bought him some off of eBay for fun and were like $10 a roll. He loved them but not me. Nasty stuff. I bought Turkish Delight through Amazon. Could not eat it. I hope it's not really like that when it's fresh. The jelly was too chewy. I didn't mind the flavors. Many of the ones I wanted to say have been mentioned, but jawbreakers, otherwise known as gobstoppers, are my answer. Just why? Why would anyone create that? The Tajín peach rings. The packaging makes them look like normal peach rings that are covered in Tajín, but whatever they're made of, it's nasty and hard. I once ate Whoppers thinking they would just taste like Maltesers. What a waste of money. That was worst tasting chocolate I've ever had in my life. Whorehound. A well-meaning adult gave me a piece when I was 4 years old. Yuck. I'm in my so-called golden years now, and I'm still traumatized. Gotta be black licorice, right? It tastes like shit, looks like shit, and I'm pretty sure it can legit kill you. That's a pretty bad candy. Any candy that says extreme sour and then is disappointingly not extremely sour. Burn a hole in my cheek or stop bragging. Candy bag, those gross candies that were shaped like raspberries and blackberries that nobody liked. It was under the brand Haribo, I think. Bit-O-Honeys. Flavor isn't technically the worst, but mix the flavor with the rock-like texture, and it drops to bottom of my list. Circus Peanuts. The orange, foam-textured candies that were cloyingly sweet, tasted vaguely like bubble gum, and were gritty, Necco wafers. I'm not even sure they qualify as candy. Flinty chalk chips that taste like nothing. My mom loved them. Every chocolate I have tried from the US is substandard, especially those Hershey ones that taste of puke. Awful. Peanut butter taffy for sure. Though if I'm ever diagnosed with leukemia or pancreatic cancer, I'm blaming Peeps. My grandpa used to have this gum, I think it was called Blackjack. Tasted like black licorice. Nasty as fuck. I wasn't happy with this stuff. Candy with seeds was a real swing and miss. I used to think Skittles. But then I tried the freeze-dried sour ones and got a sweet tooth for it. Circus Peanuts. People love to come for candy corn like those trash-ass abominations don't exist. Idaho Spud Chocolate Bar. It is genuinely the most disgusting thing I have ever put in my mouth. Good plenty. I'd rather eat 1,000 bags of candy corn than one of those horrible things. Those black and orange wrapped peanut butter taffy candies that are only out around Halloween. Whatever that chocolate is that they use for Easter candies. Shit is worse than Hershey's. Salted licorice. Also known as Salmiak. Salty as hell and then you get nasty licorice. The mystery orange and black nasty peanut butter candy you'd always get trick-or-treating. Tootsie Rolls and Gummy Bears worms. Gross chocolate taffy and flavorless rubber tires. Not American, so I say American candies. They're so sweet and give you a sugar rush. I hate candy corn and anything that tastes like it. Like those pumpkin-shaped pieces, those orange and black wrapped candies that old people used to hand out on Halloween. Brock's 3-colored rectangle candies. They are pink, white, and barf brown. Sickening. Heath Bar. I get excited to think it's gonna taste like a Snickers, but it never does. Those chocolate gold coins are dog shit, but a Necco wafer is definitely the worst. Marshmallow Easter eggs that would come individually wrapped in colored wrappers. Any 80s kids remember wax lips? Don't know if they're still a thing. But that, Valentine's Day candy hearts. Bone meal or wig honey. Futurama had it right. Circus Peanuts. It's like an expired marshmallow with undertones of naphtha. Black licorice. Who TF like that? Also, those cinnamon fireball things. Mexican candy. Just mix a ton of random spices with chili powder. Gross. I have yet to find a type of candy that tastes worse than black licorice. Texas bars. Great to eat, but could rip the fillings out of your teeth. Twizzlers is barely chewable plastic. And the flavor ain't all that. I dunno, but it pisses me off when Swedish fish are individually wrapped. Turkish Delight. Dunno how someone could sell out their family for it. Those chocolate-covered cherries that come in a little box. So gross. Licorice in general, like how in the hell is that still lucrative? Broken candy bars. I refuse to buy them if they are already broken. Bit-O-Honey. Hard. Smells stale and you'll probably chip a tooth. Mint chocolate. Brushing my teeth twice a day is enough for me. Candy corn. Hated when I got it trick-or-treating in the 90s. Turkish Delight. Also the most unappetizing candy name too. Anything banana flavored. It's not bananas, it's just lies. Does anyone else have it in for Necco wafers? Too gross. Licorice wheels. You either ate the taste or you don't. Smarties. I'd how anyone can eat those things willingly. Whoppers. The chocolate has just always tasted off to me. Cadbury's Flake. It's very tasty but crumbles too easily. Not the worst, but Smarties. Bump-ass wannabe sweet tarts. I've had just about enough of all your licorice slander. Black licorice. It's more like awful tasting medicine. Most Mexican candy. I'd rather eat a piece of licorice. Candy corn. I'd rather be stabbed than eat one of those little waxy pumpkins that come out for Halloween. Ike and Mike, or whatever order their name goes. Black licorice. Is that even considered a candy? Or poison? No, there's a difference between uneducated and dumb. It appears that I like a lot of things others hate. Those hard strawberry candies with the jelly inside.